You know, I was thinking about some of the ways that we tell ourselves we can't do something, and then we end up doing it anyway, just despite ourselves. But did you catch that right? We say we can't do something, and we do it anyway, just despite ourselves. Most people think in the reverse, that I can do something, and then I get told I can't do it despite me, right? I keep this on my wall, and it's a growing collection. Now, those are medals for those, for different events and races and things like that. The interesting part was that 2 years ago, I told everybody I couldn't run because I couldn't. I ran maybe a mile and a half once, and I wasn't like running to a pizza buffet and I wasn't running away from a bear or anything like that. I mean, running socially, just trying to run. But I told myself I couldn't do any of those things on the wall. And so now those things are on the wall each day for the people that come in to consult with me or the people that come and talk. Well, honestly, they're not there for them. They're there for me. They're there to remind me that I can do anything I said I couldn't. Do you have any messages like that around? I have a good way that you could possibly start it. Now, step back with me for a minute. That rack didn't have any awards on it when it started, right? I didn't have a starting place till I did the first race. When I made the statement that I'm going to start running, and somebody would say, "Have you run a race?" I said, "I haven't yet." It's that word that I want you to focus on. I'd like all of you, and this is really complicated, right? Like all of you to take a cocktail napkin, depending on where you're watching this, a Post-it note, a sticker, a piece of masking tape, something, and just write those simple 3 letters, Y-E-T, and put an exclamation point next to it. So when you're driving in your car and you look down at your dashboard, when you're brushing your teeth and you look at it, just say yet, because you can accomplish a lot of stuff. You say, I can't do that yet. I'm not able to get to that yet. Think of how empowering that can be for people to just understand if we add yet to what we're saying, it becomes accomplishable. It no longer sits in can't world and cannot world. It has the possibility of happening. What creates that? We're back to that vicious word of choice. Your choice. Nobody can make you do any of that. Just like we talked about anger, we talked about motivation, we've talked about all these subjects that all fall on you making a choice to do something. So you can make a choice to have a sticker with yet. But I'd love to get to a moment where we do an event, a live event somewhere, and a whole bunch of people have shirts that just say yet with an exclamation point. Or I see somebody with a bumper sticker that says yet. Yes, I'm giving you entrepreneurial ideas with all copyrights not reserved. Have fun. Go do it. Make something yourself. Yet, awesome statement. I had a friend once that was struggling with some things, and he kept saying, well, I can't get to that. I'm not going to be able to get that done. I'm having a really hard time figuring out how am I going to afford it? How am I going to afford that? And he was a songwriter, is a songwriter, a great songwriter. Ironically, he writes all over his walls. I mean, hopefully this man's career will continue to expand and that apartment will become some type of Graceland museum, because some of the greatest lyrics he's written in his albums are written on the walls of this. Please don't tell his supervisor at his apartment complex. No, I think they know. But they're written on the walls of this place. And so I had him take a marker on his front door in big letters, bigger than any of the other phrases, write the word yet. And he says that's changed his life the most. So just a thought. So anytime you think about, I can't do that, it's amazing when you add the word yet, what happens.
I was brought up by God.